Kenya has just made a bold move on the African continent, a move many say is long overdue. As of 2025, Kenya now allows visa-free entry for all African and Caribbean nationals. But not everyone is included. Countries like Eritrea, Somalia, and Libya are excluded. Why? What does this mean to Africans' future? Let's break it down.
All African countries have an exemption from ETA, so their entrance to the country does not require any kind of a visa. So we are going to have as many visitors as possible being quickly facilitated through our airport. We've also put security measures at the airport itself to ensure that the visitors are properly screened.
In late 2025, during the African Union Summit, Kenya's President William Ruto declared, no African should be required to get a visa to come to Kenya. By early 2025, Kenya officially rolled out an electronic travel authorization system. Fast, simple, and free for Africans and Caribbean citizens. This is historic. Before now, even Africans needed visa to visit fellow African countries. Traveling within your own continent often felt harder than going to Europe. Now, Kenya is changing that. So why does this matter? First, it's about African unity. Africa talks a lot about Pan-Africanism, but how can you unite when your own brothers and sisters are locked out by borders? Second, it's about economic growth. Kenya is betting big on tourism, trade, and innovation. By opening its doors to Africans and Caribbeans, it's inviting entrepreneurs, tourists, and talent into its economy. Imagine a Senegalese fashion designer collaborating with a Kenyan startup or a Jamaican investor launching a resort at Diani Beach. This policy makes that easier. But here's the twist. Not all African countries are included. Citizens of Eritrea, Somalia, and Libya still need visas. Why? The Kenyan government hasn't made an official statement naming these three, but sources point to the security concerns. Somalia shares a long porous border with Kenya. Al-Shabaab insurgents have operated along that border for years. Libya has been in chaos since Gaddafi's fall. Eritrea still remains one of the most closed-off countries in Africa, with strained diplomatic ties across the continent. Kenya may be prioritizing regional security over open borders. It's a sensitive balance. Another surprising part of Kenya's visa-free move is its inclusion of Caribbean nations. Why would a country in East Africa welcome Caribbean citizens visa-free? The answer lies in Pan-African identity. Kenya is reaching out to all African diaspora, those whose ancestors were taken across the Atlantic. This is the message. Come home. Many in the Caribbean feel a deep spiritual connection to Africa. Now, with easier access, cultural tourism, heritage tours, and diaspora investments may arise. This is more than policy. It's symbolic. Kenya isn't alone, but it's ahead of most. Rwanda allows visa-free or visa on arrival for all Africans. Benin offers visa-free travel to all African nationals. Gambia, Seychelles, and Senegal have similar policies. But Nigeria, Africa's giant, still requires visa for most African countries. South Africa and Egypt remain selective. Kenya's move puts pressure on the rest of the continent. If they can do it, why not others? For the average African or Caribbean citizens, this policy is a game changer. You can attend a conference in Nairobi without embassy stress, study at a Kenya university without visa delays, launch a small business and trade with East African partners more easily. It's about mobility. It's about opportunity. In a continent where youth unemployment is high, this policy opens new doors. Kenya's decision raises the big question. Will the African Union finally adopt a continent-wide visa-free policy? For decades, leaders have talked about the African passport, yet progress has been slow. Kenya is showing what's possible, but to truly unite Africa, more countries must follow. Pan-Africanism can't be just a dream, it must become policy. Kenya has taken a bold step. It's not perfect, but it's progress. Visa-free travel is no longer just an idea, it's a reality. And maybe, just maybe, Africa is finally on the move. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. My name is Scott Pierce, and I will see you in the next video.